I want to address dozens and dozens of voicemails and emails that I'm getting, hundreds of YouTube comments saying, David, are you blind? It's time to panic about Joe Biden. Trump is beating Biden in every poll, and he's going to crush him in November, and we are all going to feel like idiots. Let's have a conversation about this. First of all, it rarely makes sense to panic, even if things look terrible. I mean, we gain nothing from panicking. So that aside, we should honestly look at the situation big picture and see if we can relax a little bit here. It doesn't mean we're going to stay home. It doesn't mean we won't work to get out the vote or whatever, but let's just set the situation. If there is no recession and if there is no geopolitical calamity that directly involves the United States with Joe Biden put in extraordinarily difficult situations. I don't believe the 3 dead in Jordan represent that at this time. So if there's no recession and no major U.S. focused geopolitical calamity, I believe Joe Biden will almost certainly be reelected. First of all, as a historical case, when the economy is solid, presidents get reelected. I know I've said it many times. I want to get it into this segment. I know not everybody agrees with me, but when the economy has sustained low unemployment, stock market growth, GDP up, inflation down, presidents tend to get themselves reelected. Even looking at the polls say it's a tight race. Now, there are people who email me who focus only on the polls that Trump is leading in. Others write to me and say, David, there's nothing to worry about. Look at all these polls that Biden is winning. What we can say on average at the end of January, entering February, what we can say on average is it's a tight race that will probably come down to a few important states, as is always the case lately in presidential elections. To me, this is a good thing for Joe Biden's chances. I'll tell you why. Right now, Donald Trump is getting all the media attention. The Republican Party is in the middle of a primary. Trump is in court. He's giving press conferences after leaving court. He's doing rallies. He's giving victory speeches after winning primaries. Trump is dominating media coverage, and the polls are basically tight. Trump is getting weekly primary wins, and the polls are tight. Joe Biden's approval rating isn't particularly high. It's like 39, and it's still very tight. So while the economic indicators are strong, public opinion about the economy is only now starting to improve. I expect that Joe Biden's approval, again, if nothing major changes, will be higher in November than it is today, especially if the economy doesn't have to get any better. If the economy remains as it is right now, public sentiment about the economy seems to be following behind by somewhere around 2 to 4 months. If all of that happens, Biden is going to have a higher approval rating in November. Just got another great GDP report. Just got another great inflation report. The economy has to do a 180 in the next 9.5 months for the economy to hurt Joe Biden. We then have the record stock market, record low unemployment overall, record low unemployment among minority groups and young people and women. All of these things bode well for Joe Biden's approval. And then on the other hand, you have Donald Trump. Yes, he's going to continue winning primaries and getting victory speeches and positive coverage. He will almost certainly be the nominee. And then the criminal trials will begin. And people will start to remember why they didn't vote for Trump in November of 2020. And since he's lost, as Simon Rosenberg told us last week, he lost in 2020. And since then, he was charged with 91 felonies. He was found to be a civilly liable rapist and defamed Jean Carroll and has been ordered to pay over $83 million, which we will talk about a little bit later. He was found to have committed business fraud as an ongoing and serial practice with his business in New York. That total recipe doesn't have anywhere in it that Trump beats Biden. Now, of course, this isn't a guarantee, and Joe Biden's old and he's stumbling and he's doing this, that, the other thing. All of those things are true. We're in unprecedented waters. But when you zoom out, this looks very bad for Donald Trump. And unless something changes, I expect that Joe Biden will be reelected in November of 2024. If you disagree with me, Don't write in and say, David, can't you see Biden doesn't even know what day it is? Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. He seems to know what day it is. That's not an argument that Trump wins, and it doesn't refute any of the facts that I have laid out. If I got some of the facts wrong, let me know. If I'm interpreting the facts incorrectly, let me know. But let's keep it civil. Let's keep it serious. And to be 1,000% clear, nothing I've said means we don't have to activate in the way that we always should as engaged participants in the democratic system. Let me know your thoughts. We'll take a quick break. Back after this.